Hello and welcome. My name is Joe and I am the Panicked Monk, and you are watching Ienarath. Ienarath has stayed here at the Villamere Inn in Iverstead, and is now about to make her way up the 7,000 steps to learn more about the Dragonborn and all this business and how it relates to her. She has put on her cloak, even though she doesn't get cold anymore. It does have some resist magic properties. And she's put on her head. She's put her hood on her head. Well, that's pretty. For a little added protection. So, let's go see.
When I passed by Journeyman's Nook, I met the college wizard who was
What
trying to brew over there.
the Greybeards have to say, and what they have to say about Delphine. Come on, Daggerlon. I hear trouble. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you, Daggerlon. Yikes. Alright, this is going to be a treacherous journey. Alright, I did turn the brightness up a bit, but... Oh, come on, don't do that to me. You bugger. Well, shoot, I kind of wanted it to be a little brighter. Let's also see about that. At least it's not. I don't know what's going on. I've got to do some adjustments with my night eye. Not sure why that is. Causing me problems. That's interesting. Although I guess it makes sense. Daggerlon is not technically dead. He's just dying very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. Let's... that. And we'll do this. Where? Right there. Snow bear. No bear like a snow bear. my... Whoa! Dude! 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 I think I'm content to...
They live no more.
How come my knight... I didn't see him. Oh, shit. I hear... I don't know if that's going to work.
I will rend you to dust. All too easy.
Okay, that's weird. Alright, let's... I'm gonna take this off. Alright. Holy smokes. It's gonna be a rough journey, man. There it is. I wonder what's going on with that. Make it a little easier to see. Come on, you two. Keep a fresh instance of that available. Goats. I guess they're good if you can keep them ahead of you as a distraction for anything that might be coming up, but they don't always cooperate, as you can see. There he is. So I was thinking earlier, I thought it was unusual that Daggerlon was highlighted by vampiric vision as a creature that was alive. But then as I thought about it, he is alive. It's just through his follies of the past. His death is just being incurred at a very extremely slow pace. So, I think he's technically still alive. Yeah, I see you up there. I see you. Damn it. Dang it. There we go. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Dude.
Worthless.
Okay. That's the way to do that. So here's a question. If I understand conjuration properly, and I'm not saying that I do, But it is currently my understanding that when you conjure another being, you're actually pulling that being from what? From where? The Soul Cairn? Or you're pulling that being from somewhere, right? What about conjured weapons? Are you pulling a weapon from, like, the dead hand of a being in the afterlife? I don't think that's really probably true, but I think you're just manifesting something out of the ether versus actually bringing something from elsewhere to fight for you. But it would be kind of funny. Some Nord hero in Sovngarde, all of a sudden his axe is taken from his hand. Or her. Okay, well, I think we're in the clear. We are in the clear. Let's go see what Greybeards have to say, if they're still up. They're hermits, they keep weird hours, right? I'm on top of the world! Well, almost. Alright, let's bring that down. I think we want it inside. Alright. Shall we see what the monks have to say, Daggerlan? Hello? Is anyone up? Arngeir? They don't seem to be up yet. Perhaps they're meditating. Ah. Have you seen Arngeir? No? Arngeir, there you are.
Guide you. Sky, guard you.
Arngeir, I have a question for you. It's, something I found. We need a shout, as it turns out to be, in order to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
So defensive. But if you must know, it was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
I'm sorry, but they are trying to help me, and I am nobody's puppet.
No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have.
And why is that, I wonder? Now, I don't disagree with you. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't feel I have all the information from either party. But no matter. We can discuss that later. Can you teach me this shout or not?
No, I cannot teach it to you. because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice.
I would disagree at a certain level. But why? What is so bad about this Dragon Rend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
Well, that has given me a little bit to think about. But no matter, I will still need to learn it. But if it is lost, then all seems pointless. How can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
And why have I not met him yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Well, it would seem that I would need that privilege. How do I get to the mountaintop?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Thank you, Arngir. All right, Daggerlan, it looks like we are continuing upward. And so Ienarath has discovered there is yet one more member of this order. A reclusive member, even to the monk standards.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
I remember this.
Look. Va. Kor. I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
I understand. How exciting. What do you think? Can we get up there in time?
Look! Bakul!
That one's got a kick, Daggerlon.
Look!
What do you suppose we'll encounter?
Look! Look!
Oi. I fear I may bring down the mountain if I'm not cautious. Oh, that doesn't bode well.
Look!
No more.
We'd better hurry. Ice wraiths. My favorite.
Look!
Watch it, Daggerlon. Come on.
Feast on their remains.
Dang it.
Look!
No.
Look!
Come on.
Look!
I don't know if I'm a big fan of this. I think we ought to get a fresh one going. Ouch.
Do your
Ouch.
worst.
Watch your aim.
That is a simple thing to grant.
Yes, to friend and foe alike. Let us continue. I'm most intrigued by this Paarthurnax. What sort of person
Look!
lives atop a mountain guarded such as it is? It's a lovely view, though. We must be getting close. We're nearly at the top of the world. This is amazing. Oh, I'm I'm certainly intrigued by this gentleman. Can you imagine the power he must possess? Oh, goat. Not the smartest. Oh dear. Well, let's hope this works.
Look!
Are we there? Oh, gods. Wait. Something's different. Why does it not attack?
Drem Yolok, greetings, Wunderneek. I am Paarthurnax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
A dragon? You are Paarthurnax?
I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
A fair question, and a fair answer. I need to learn a shout. Do you know Dragonren?
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits.
Well, damn.
The word calls you. A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
Yes. Yes.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me, not as elf, but as Dova.
Daggerlan, there's something more powerful when it's
Why do you delay? Are
Directly.
you Dovahkiin or not?
learned from a dragon. Patience, patience, Paarthurnax.
Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Well, again, can you teach me this shout?
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Tinvak. What is that? Conversation? Don't be so sure about that. But, for the moment, I need to know this shout, although the Greybeards did not want me to come at all.
Yes, they are very protective of me, Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek, Croesus. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
So, if you cannot teach me, the Greybeards say it is lost. How am I to learn it?
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
Why? To stop Alduin, of course.
Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with Firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin?
Me? Well, I'm the only one who can.
True, but Kostid, prophecy, tells what may be, not what should be. Kostid Salo Ak. Just because you can do a thing does not always mean you should. Do you have no better reason for acting than destiny? Are you nothing but a plaything of Dez, of fate?
Everyone seems to think I'm such a tool, a puppet, a plaything. Why is this? Even Daggerlan infers in his own way. But I am not here to discuss philosophy.
You have much to learn of the Dove, then.
Apparently.
There is nothing else but philosophy to a Dova. It is no accident that we do battle with our Thum, our voices. There is no distinction between debate and combat to a dragon. Tinvak Loskra. For us, it is one and the same. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question.
Thank you.
Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
I do not. But I thought you said you would answer my question.
Drem, patience. I am answering in my way.
Very well.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Sokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Yes, using Dragonrend.
Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Yes, but how does this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Of course. Oh, Ienarath, of course. That's brilliant. I understand now. I understand. So, where can I find an Elder Scroll?
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
I could ask the Blades. Esbern would probably know. Ungir would also likely know. Perhaps I should ask him.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
So, I need to find this Elder Scroll. And then, what do I do with the Elder Scroll when I find it?
Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir.
I see. Haken, Gormlaith, and Feldir. They are the ones who used the scroll originally?
The first mortals that I taught the Thum.
Oh.
The first tongues. The leaders of the rebellion against Alduin.
I see.
They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
That is quite a statement. Well then, I will have to go find this Elder Scroll. I will need to speak with Arngir. Do you know what the Dragonrend shout actually does?
I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.
Fascinating. Well then, I will need to go. But before I do, I must rest. The sun is weakening me. Speaking of mortality, do you mind if I stay here for a while?
Lok Thum.
I'll take that as a yes, that I may. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will bring this episode to a close. Ienarath has made it to the top of the throat of the world. She has spoken with Paarthurnax and learned several very interesting things. But as daylight has broken during her conversation with Paarthurnax, she must stay here and wait out the daylight. There's really no place to rest, so she is going to hunker down in the safety of this dragon wall as best she can, and head out to talk to Arngir at nightfall to find out about this Elder Scroll. She is very vaguely familiar with the Elder Scrolls, at least the very overarching concept of what they are. She is, as mentioned in earlier episodes, she is a bookworm of sorts and has come across some tidbits of information about Elder Scrolls. Not in any detail, but more mention that they exist and a vague idea of the immense power that they possess. So, she is off to find an Elder Scroll. And we will start that next time. So until then, safe travels.
Bye.